Hi, I'm Stephanie. I am a 7th grade math teacher in a small city in Idaho, and I'm currently in my 3rd year of teaching. I know what you're thinking, 3 years. 3 years. I've been teaching a lot longer than she has. She doesn't know anything yet. How can she help me? And the truth is, maybe I can't, but maybe I can. Nearly a year ago, I flipped my classroom. I researched all summer trying to find the best, most efficient, most effective ways to implement a flipped classroom. I imagined my students would be better critical thinkers, take ownership of their learning, and make better use of the resources available to them. I knew this could work, and my students would be better if I could pull it off. However, I went back to school in August, nervous that I was going to create chaos and confusion in my classroom, and that my students would suffer the consequences for years to come. But what I found was that once my students and their parents embraced the flipped classroom, they flourished. Meaningful classroom discourse became the norm, and not just when I was leading the discussions. My students became better critical thinkers. I began to see them taking ownership of their own learning. They used the resources given to them, and they began to search for resources of their own. Their perseverance developed and improved. They began to organize and explain their thinking more clearly, and began to give their peers constructive critiques and encouragement. And now I want to use what I learned to help other educators who want to flip their classrooms. The thing is, there's no one-size-fits-all flipped classroom. What worked for me may not work for you. My goal is to help you think about the things that might make a difference in your flipped classroom, things that you may not think of at first, things that I learned by trial and error, and to give you some tips and tricks that I learned along the way. And with any luck, your flipped classroom will be up and running in no time, and your students, their families, and you will benefit from it. Let's get started.